Hello. Beep, 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 beep. Welcome to the Court of the Edijester. How are we doing, everybody? What we got here for you? This is apparently the guidance that's been leaked to the Times in regards to what they're going to do from the EHRC point of view about trans people. And I want to be wrong about this. I really do, but I want to be wrong. Now I've got the link for the article downstairs with the Times. Go and have a look and let me know what you think. But I'm absolutely gobsmacked by it. I really am. We're nowhere. Right, trans people could be banned from single-sex spaces based on how they look. The whole point was to reiterate that men are not women and women are not men, and that trans is a made-up category designed to garner victim and oppression points, or to facilitate fetishism, whether that be fetishism by men LARPing as women, which is a huge problem, or for that matter, women LARPing as gay men, which is a growing problem. Transgender people could be banned from a single-sex space based on what they look like. The guidance from the Equality and Human Rights Commission was handed to ministers almost 3 months ago. They've heard nothing ever since. They've been fanning about with it, the bloody Labour government. Councils, NHS trusts and businesses are still allowing trans women, biological men who identify as women, to use single-sex spaces despite a Supreme Court ruling in April that was fought for by the likes of Sex Matters for Women in Scotland. Everybody who worked to get this to where it was under the new guidance. I can't believe this. Right, I need to be told I'm wrong about this. I really do need to be told I'm wrong about this. Under the new guidance, places such as hospitals, wards, gyms, and leisure centres will be able to question transgender women over whether they should be using single-sex services. So they're saying it's a case-by-case basis. That's what that says, right? Case by case. So let's get this absolutely straight. Nurse Minnie and Nurse Nora working of an evening, 21 years old, 22 years old. In comes some LARPing bloke, a gusset fumbling bloke. They're going to have to deal with him. Where do you think you're going, mate? You're not going to the female. No, I'm a female. Are you? You have that argument? Is that what they're saying? This is a case-by-case basis. There's Mary working in the pub, 18 years old, Wednesday night. Bloke comes in, gusset fumbler comes in, goes to use the women's toilets. What's Mary going to do? Challenge him? Is that what this can't be real? Is that what they're saying? What about Mark, 18, working at a local bar on his own on a Wednesday night? In comes two wispy bearded women, pretending they're gay men, and start trouble with a couple of the other gay men. Then they want to go in the men's toilets. What is he going to do? Interfere? Is this actually what they're saying? Is this actually what we've got from the EHRC? After all this time, a Supreme Court case, a case-by-case basis? Is that what I'm looking at? You're going to have to tell me I'm wrong. Go and read the Times article. For God's sake, somebody tell me I'm wrong. The EHRC documents state it is a legitimate aim to provide single-sex spaces. I mean, they're talking about transgender people, and they bought the whole thing. They bought the whole nonsense. It stops, right? The protection under the law is that you are protected if you're having reassignment, gender reassignment, or whatever the hell it may be. It doesn't mean you become a man. Doesn't mean you become if you're a woman. It doesn't mean you become a woman if you're a man. And this is saying, if they're excluded from a place, organisations should consider whether there is a suitable alternative. So they're setting up a priestly class who get a separate alternative from us, men and women, us normal mortals. I need to be wrong about this. Because from what I can see, this is on a case-by-case basis, and you either should or shouldn't exclude them from spaces, depending on if you can offer alternative space. And if you can't, then you've got to go through the horror of trying to get them to do what you want them to do, rather than the arrogant swine that they are who want to do what they want to do. A case-by-case basis. You've handed this to some of the most inexperienced and probably some of the youngest employees in the country to deal with. Is that what you've done? Is that what this is? This case-by-case basis? Shops and gyms are included, but the guidance extends to government departments, the NHS, policing and prisons, rightly so. Hotels and restaurants are covered, as are theatres, cinemas and hospitals. What do you think is going to happen when these men do what they're going to do? They're going to go, here, Mary, you could have a word with him. I'm 4'9", he's 6'3". Yeah, but he's dressed like a woman and he's going in the women's toilets. But what do you want me to do about it? I'm on £11 an hour. It's not my job. All that fight, this guidance, and what it comes down to is a case-by-case basis. We are nowhere. Oh my God, I'm angry. That's why I can't sleep. It's bloody 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever the time is. Will somebody, just for the love of God, please tell me I am absolutely wrong about this? Because right now, as it stands, I'm utterly furious. Utterly furious. I'm utterly spitting blood. Now they might be putting it in the wrong way. You know, it could be they're just putting the bits up that annoy. But I don't understand why this guidance isn't very simple. No males in female spaces, no females in male spaces. End of story. Right? Trans is not a special case. You don't get a special pass because you're a bloody cross-dresser, a fetishist, or because you're unwell, or you bought into the cult. You don't get a pass. You don't get to be an extra human being. I'm an extra special human being. That's what this is. And I really, really want to be wrong. Because I thought it would be stronger than this. I thought it would tackle it head on, and it won't. The truth of the matter is, at this point, all I can really say to you is that not only has the GRA got to go, but so has quite frankly, the Equality Act and the EHRC. This all needs to stop. It all needs to stop. Because I don't see how this is going to protect women when those workers who work in the industries that we're talking about, where they're most likely to come across these horrible men or these bloody angry little women, are the ones that are going to need protecting the most, and they're the ones that aren't going to get it. It never was just about women's spaces. It's about the tolerance levels that people have to show for putting up with a fetishist in their workplace. It's that too. So I don't know about you, but from my point of view, I can't get my head around that this is actually it after all this time, after all that fighting. The government source said any suggestion that the government is delaying the code is total nonsense. It's not a win. How can this be seen as a win? Please tell me they're not seeing it as a win. You tell me, because I'm absolutely beside myself about this. It's utterly deranged. Anyway, you let me know what you think. I'll see you later. Ta-da.